When people find out that I use astrology in my transformation coaching practice, I usually get one of two reactions. Oh, fun. I love reading my horoscope. Or, wait, you actually believe in that? And maybe you know your sun sign, like I'm a Scorpio or I'm a Gemini, but you don't take it seriously. What if I told you your natal chart reveals patterns about you that no personality assessment has ever shown you? What if I told you that understanding it could transform every relationship in your life, starting with the one you have with yourself? So let's talk about what happens when you say, I'm a Gemini. You're giving me one piece of information, your sun sign. And I can tell you some things from that. Your core identity, the direction you're growing towards, the way you express yourself when you're being most authentic. That matters, but it's incomplete. It's like meeting someone and only knowing their job title. Like, I'm a director. Okay, but who are you when you're not at work? How do you handle stress? What do you need in relationships? What lights you up? What shuts you down? One data point doesn't give me the full picture. Your natal chart has 10 major data points. Today, we're focusing on 6 of them. And each one reveals a different operating system running your life. You don't need to memorize any of this. You just need to recognize yourself as we go. Let's start with the one that most people never heard of. Your moon sign. This is your emotional operating system. How you process feelings, what you need to feel safe, how you self-soothe when life gets hard. Most people don't even know they have a moon sign. They think emotions just happen. And they do. But how you experience them, how you move through them, that's your moon sign. Some people have fire moons. They process emotions through movement, through action, through doing something about it. Sitting with feelings, that makes it worse. Some people have water moons. They process emotions by going deep, by feeling it all, by letting it move through them like a wave. Trying to logic their way out doesn't work. Some people have air moons. They process emotions by thinking them through, talking about them, understanding them intellectually. Just feel it makes no sense to them. Some people have earth moons. They process emotions slowly, carefully, by building something stable around the feeling. Rushing them through it, they shut down. Same emotion, 4 completely different processing styles. And until you know yours, you might think you're doing it all wrong. Then there's Mercury, your communication operating system. How you think, how you process information, how you express yourself. This is where a lot of miscommunication happens. 2 people, same conversation, completely different processing speeds. Some people have air Mercuries. They think out loud. They need to talk to understand. Silence feels uncomfortable. They're processing through speaking. Some people have earth Mercuries. They need time to think before they speak. Ask them something on the spot, their mind goes blank. Give them an hour, perfect response. Some people have fire Mercuries. Fast thinking, quick decisions. They know what they think immediately, and waiting for consensus feels frustrating. Now, some people have water Mercuries. They think in feelings, images, impressions. Linear logic doesn't always make sense. They know things without knowing how they know. And when 2 people with different Mercury signs try to communicate, it can feel like you're speaking a different language. And you're not bad at communication, you just have different operating systems. Next up is Venus, your connection operating system. What you value, how you build relationships, what you're attracted to. This is the one that explains why you have a type. Some people have Venus in the signs that crave stability, consistency, and reliability. If someone is unpredictable, it feels unsafe. And some people have Venus in the signs that crave intensity, depth, in transformation. If it's surface level, they're not interested. Some people have Venus in the signs of freedom, independence, space. And if someone is too clingy, it feels suffocating. And then lastly, you have some people that have Venus in the signs that crave partnership, closeness, and togetherness. If someone is too independent, it can feel like rejection. Your Venus isn't random. It's showing you what connection looks like for you. And when you try to force yourself to want something different, it doesn't work. Then there's Mars, your action operating system. How you take action, how you pursue what you want, how you handle conflict. This is the one that shows up when things get hard. Now, some people have Mars in signs that move fast. When they want something, they go after it immediately. Waiting feels like torture. Conflict? Let's address that right now. Others have Mars in signs that move slow. They need time, planning, momentum. Rush them, they're going to dig their heels in. Conflict, they need space before engaging. Then you have those people with Mars in the signs that like to avoid confrontation. And it's not because they're scared, but because their system seeks harmony and balance. And lastly, you have people who have Mars in the signs that seek the confrontation. And they're not aggressive, but their system seeks clarity and resolution. When you understand your Mars, you stop judging yourself for how you handle conflict, and you start seeing it as your design. Now your Sun, the one you already know, this is your core identity. It's who you're becoming over the course of your life direction, your purpose. It may not be who you are right now, it's who you're growing into. And most people don't fully relate to their sun sign until they hit their 30s or 40s. Before that, it can feel distant. That's because you're not born fully expressed in your sun. You grow into it. So if you've ever thought, I don't really feel like my sun sign, that may be one reason why. You're still becoming it. And finally, your rising sign, your external identity. This is how you show up in the world, how people experience you when they first meet you. And this isn't a mask or fake in any way. It's protective. It's the energy you lead with before people get to know you. And where it gets interesting is your rising sign can be completely different from your sun sign. So you might feel like one thing on the inside, but people experience you as something very different on the outside. And that gap, that's the difference between your sun sign and your rising sign. And once you understand that, you stop wondering why people don't see you the way you see yourself. So now you have 6 operating systems. Your moon is how you feel. Your Mercury is how you think. Your Venus is how you connect. Your Mars, how you act. Your Sun, who you're becoming. And your rising is how you show up. And here is what makes this complex. These systems don't always agree. Your moon might need emotional closeness, but your Venus needs space. Your Mercury might want to talk things through, but your Mars wants to act first. Your Sun might be pulling you towards leadership, while your rising, it makes you seem quiet or reserved. You're not one thing. You're 6 systems trying to work together. And sometimes they're in conflict. That's where the transformation work begins. Learning which system is driving in any given moment. And when you let a system take the lead, that's exactly where we're going next.